Alright, welcome back everybody. We're between episodes. Some odd animals are nesting under the bridge. I think I'm their pal or something. A stylish suit, they're covered in hair. I'm pitiful, but at least they're warm. Fair enough. I have no idea what it's like to live under, trying to sleep under a bridge. Certainly shelter. Not probably any good amount of heat. Though you are out of the wind for the most part. Particularly if... Well, we're going back to the Valley of Repose. I'm going to expand on my thought for just a second, and then I'm going to completely abandon it because I don't want to get too deep into this. But imagine if you hid at the point by which the bridge meets the road. You know, that if you were looking at an angle, you'd want to hide up here where it's closest to the road. However, that was probably the loudest portion of the bridge, but it's probably also the warmest / most secure portion of sleeping under a bridge. Right, we're moving along here. Gathered up a bunch of Pikmin. I got blue Pikmin right now. I'm gonna need yellow Pikmin, and blue white Pikmin, and some purple Pikmin later on. But for right now, we're gonna use these blue Pikmin. We're gonna fight this thing right here. Look around, see if there's anything I need to worry about. Doesn't appear there's anything I worry about. Hello, sir. Luckily, if you kill the stupid thing before it finishes eating my Pikmin, I get my Pikmin back. No, Mr. Pikmin, you have to come with me. There's a guy we have to kill. Also, he's near poison. Let's run away. The water won't affect my water Pikmin. That poison certainly will. Alright, gather up them Pikmin, make sure they do not go into the poison. Gonna be missing 2 Pikmin, that's okay. Need to pick up some white Pikmin. All 7, 9, 10, 13 of them. Maybe some purple Pikmin as well. 10 of them. 9 actually. Grab some redders. 20 of them. 25. Alright. Grab some yellers. 25 of them. 26, that's fine. Now we're well balanced on all the colors. Every color is represented. Blue is represented. White's represented. Everybody's represented. Why? Because I'm deathly afraid of the same thing that happened in my last pit dive, which was, oh, you only need yellow and red Pikmin. Oh wait, here you are at the bottom and you need blue Pikmin. Ooh, maybe we should have told you needed blue Pikmin, but ooh, we forgot. Sorry. Sorry. We forgot the very last area basically requires yellow Pikmins. Or, I'm sorry, blue Pikmin. Though you might have been able to do it if you were really, really, really good with red Pikmin. But you're not, because ultimately those Pikmin were going to wander away anyways. There was little to no chance you were going to do that without blue Pikmin. Sorry. Should have told you that, but we didn't want to. That'd be too easy. Make you dive through the cave again. Unnecessarily. There's something to dig up here. I need my white Pikmin to do their job, which is sniffing it out and digging it up. I'm a little too far. A little too far. Getting closer. Right here. Somewhere. Come on, start digging. Alright, there it is. To my southwest. Once they get it up a little bit, my other Pikmin will join in digging. Louie. Alright, yeah, you guys... I'm gonna send yellow Pikmin? Yeah, let's send some yellow Pikmin back. You guys can take that back for me. Meantime, you guys are gonna go across the bridge. We're gonna send white Pikmin in to fight the poison area. And yeah, we'll be pretty well set up for going into the deep dive into the cave. However, we do not want to throw anything that's not a white Pikmin at this door. Of course, they try to pick up the actual thing first instead of what I want them to do. Da 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 da. This is known as the spiny alien treat. Fair enough. I just need you to pull that slightly to my right. Thanks. Left works as well. Bumbo. And everybody's fighting the bridge. Now we're going to take a look around. You can die. There's a crown. I like crowns. Crowns are always good. Lots of my Pikmin just lost their flower crown. That sucks. Alright, there is a crown that needs to be picked up. There's also a pill bug that's going to throw rocks at me. This is not a wish. I just lost a third of my Pikmin. Actually, slightly more than a third of my Pikmin, because I had 100, and now I have 62, and a third would leave me with about 66 or 67. If I distract him on this side, maybe I can sneak up from behind him and murder him like a big boy. Bill's still working on the gate. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm sending Olimar back to pick up our Pikmin and bring the rest of them back to me. There are two black E's here. Purple E's here. Red Pikmin. Apparently some other red Pikmin just seated themselves. Great. Don't necessarily need them, but that'll work, I guess. Get me back up to 70 Pikmins. Alright, I guess. Off we go! Fortunately, these grass Pikmin are very, very, very slow. And we'll have to stop occasionally so they can catch up. Ideally, we're going to try to dive into the cave. I don't know if that's going to be possible in this today, the 17th. We can certainly give it a run for our money. Ugh. White Pikmin are still not done destroying the thingy. Alright, he's not facing my direction, so let's sneak up from behind him and throw a Pikmin at him. That'll work, particularly if you're distracted. I'm not sure we lost any Pikmin there. Alright, now we need to pick up this crown. I've got 30 Pikmin, plus I got some purple Pikmin that should be able to lift this thing no problem. Alright, I'm up to 25. Need another 15. Got 26 with me, that should be more than enough, right? Come on, Bumbo. Come on. I know there's a purple Pikmin there. Oh, what a jerk. I have to literally redo all these Pikmin. There's a very melted snowman. I feel bad. Somewhat. The black, or the purple ones are too fat to get up here, apparently. Alright, we did it. We picked up the crown. Got plenty, they got a long way to go, but we picked up the crown. You guys can work on building the bridge. Come on, build some bridges. I believe in you, Mr. Bridge Builder. 5 Pikmin, taking care of the problem. So at worst, we'll do this tomorrow, the 18th. However, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get that crown back in time. And I built another bridge to the last area. Sweet. Hopefully this does not turn into a problem. As in, I hope none of these are like a pit of 1,000 trials. Also, there should never be in any video game a thing called the pit of 1,000 anything. Unless, of course, there's not actually 1,000 rooms to it, but rather like 100. I could do 100. Particularly if the rooms are small. But if it's a pit of 1,000 trials, there should be 1,000 trials, but they should all be very doable. Alright, they got 40. Yeah, 40's I think the max there, buddy. Alright, we gotta hurry up. I gotta make sure that I gather up these Pikmins. You're gathered. You're gathered. Whatever's behind me is now dead. Just to let you know. Can I get you into my... Can I at least get you to my camp? Will I get you to my camp before the 10-second countdown starts? We should be able to get to the ship. If not, I'm fucked. Shit. I hope the crown doesn't reset itself back on top of that snowman. I'm gonna try to get this fucking thing as close as possible, and the off chance it stays in my my camp area. Alright, they're either... I was gonna say they're not gonna make it. They're either just gonna make it by a split second, or they're not gonna make it, and I refuse to watch 30 Pikmin get flushed because even though they're technically in my range, they're not close enough for the game to consider it under my control. Oh boy, that was one. See here. How about one? Looks like 1 or 2 Pikmin died there. At the end of the day. Unfortunate. Today's report. Today you got 50 coins. We lost 12 Pikmin total. Well, the animals of Adopt Me actually are cuter once you get to know that used to them. Once we get the day paid off, I might build a refuge for them. What do you think? Sounds like a very noble thing to do, to pay back the animals who gave you shelter and warmth during these cold, running away from the Mafia days. We should be able to get to the cave now. Hopefully I'm able to pick up that crown. I don't know where it's going to be. Looks like it is, in fact, in my camp, though, so we'll easily pick that one up. And then, yeah, we'll move on to the cave. There's 2 caves open for me right now. One of them doesn't really require me to do anything more than gather up my Pikmin and bring it to the cave. The other one's going to be dependent on whether or not little bugs pop up and eat my bridge. But if they eat my bridge, that's okay. I can just rebuild it in a second. So I'm going to try to balance out my Pikmin into 3 excuse me, roughly 25 of each color, with purple and white being the remainder. I can always use more white, more purple Pikmin, because they are not easily gained. This is called Ultimate Treasure, right? This is called Princess Peach's Crown. Name: Unspeakable Wonder. That is, it's a pretty good description there. Stop! Stop it, guys. You keep playing more Pikmin. I can't pick them up. Alright, now we're gonna grab our white Pikmin. We're gonna grab our purple Pikmin. And then we're gonna rebalance after that, because I don't think I don't have 25 to take. In fact, I have only 2 black or I'll keep calling them black, aren't I? Purple Pikmin to take with me. I'm gonna take some extra blues because I think blue will be the most useful color. Yellow I have less of to spare as well. Alright, there's a single Pikmin somewhere that needs to be called to my team. Thank you. You've been called. I've been calling you, my son. You refuse to pick up the phone. Come pick up the phone for me, please. I need to talk to you. How am I supposed to talk to you if you won't pick up the phone? Send a text message. I don't want to send a text message. I don't know how to do that. Also, that's gay. Stop it, Dad. You're not allowed to use that word anymore. I don't understand. When I was young, gay meant happy. Why is everyone so against using it now? I don't know, Dad. I wish gay always still meant happy. Having a gay old time. But now we can't even use the... We can't have pictures of the Enola Gay on our wall because it says gay on it. You know? I got a great idea. Let's take a more common word than gay. From now on, the word happy means you're transsexual, okay? So you're no longer allowed to use the word happy to describe how you feel. Everyone just gets to be miserable from now on. Because we've taken all the words that mean happy and turned them into slangs for people that are not 100% normal. What you doing, Olimar? Oh, you're coming back to pick up a purple Pikmin because you're too fat and slow to keep up. We're still too slow and too fat for them to follow. I don't know, man. Getting kind of pathetic that I gotta stop for you because you gotta catch your breath. Maybe you lose a little weight. Maybe you join Weight Watchers. I don't know. Your fat ass keeps up at least. We're trying, boss. We're just super fat. We can't help it. We got big bones. We're big boned. That's 100 Pikmin. Go down the tubes. According to my sensors, this hole is full of people. Interesting. My metal detectors are reacting violently. I can only conclude that there may be some sort of machine below, but that seems illogical. I've run into machines in Pikmin. Don't you tell me what I know and what I don't know about Pikmin. Let's gather up a little honey for our base level Pikmins. We'll hop in the hole. The happy underground hole. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. In the hole, thank you. Alright. So, the game has been saved. We've reached a sub-level 1. The thing basically told me I need everything that's not a blue Pikmin in this area. I need white to take out poison, red and yellow to take out fire and electricity. And we've got our fucking friend again. The one that picks either me or my Pikmin up and then throws us into the ground to plant our ass. That was about 8% or 1/8 my damage. Quick, switch over to the other Bumbo. We're doing a great job hitting this thing. Quick, switch. Louie, your job is to throw Pikmin. Disrupt him so that Olimar does not take more damage. Quick, throw him. Alright, we got you, bitch. Alright, we'll regather our Pikmins. Take out the poison that's blocking our escape. And, yeah, go from there. See what all life has in store for us, we'll say. Wah, wah, wah. I've decided not to trust certain brands of things. I may have told this story already, but there was a couple years ago, I went to the liquor store, and I bought a bottle of vodka just for the kicks and giggles. It was, I don't think you can find it anymore, but maybe you can. I don't know. I haven't looked online in a while. / in the liquor store for it. But there was a thing called bitch vodka. It tasted terrible. It was awful. If you don't like vodka, that's one thing. This was worse than that. But for the sake of the name, I just had to pick it up. Bitch vodka, that's hilarious. Related, unrelated to that. Ugh. There's some bottom shelf bourbon and bottom shelf whiskey that you should stay away from. Sometimes they out and out tell you, hey, don't buy this. Other times you can pick it up by the name. There's a brand called Old Grandad. Old Grandad sounds like fucking stay away from me unless you want to drink fucking gasoline. What did I do? Of course, I picked up a bottle. It's not terrible. It's just very vanilla-y. There's nothing subtle about it, is sort of what I'm trying to say. You know, it's like I've heard other people compare like low-quality bourbons to like eating like a cherry cough drop, because they just go too heavy on the cherry taste. I don't know if that's a barrel thing or that's an added flavor that they put in during the distillation process, but boy, that's too much of anything is not great. And by not great, I mean not good. Those enemies are worth nothing. But nothing is still worth something when you add up 100 of them. Say you gather up little baby bulborbs, they're worth say 1 gold. Gather 100 of them, they're worth 100 gold, obviously. Say you gather up, nice. Say big bulborbs are worth 5, you gather up 10 of them, that's worth 50 coins. You're on your way to maybe beating this game without having to collect any treasures! As if, right? I probably mentioned, I know I mentioned this on one of my previous episodes, but I was mid recording when my coworker texted me back about the anime suggestion I made, which was I think it's called Rising of the Shield Hero. Just type in Shield Hero, you'll find it. And I liked Shield Hero for many reasons. It sort of it disrupted the usual, like, hey, we gotta build a party. I need a mage, I need a frontliner, I need a healer, and then usually I need some sort of DPS rogue for stealing / status effects. And you know, that's typical for a not only an anime party, but the online medieval raiding party. You want a little bit of everything. You definitely need a healer, you definitely need a frontliner, and then from there you can have either multiple DPSs, mages, etc. But to get to the point of this story, Shield Hero I think is interesting because I ran out of time. Great. Fuck me. I have to cut all that shit. Anywho, I will cut the episode when we come back. We will be diving deeper into this cave. So until then, I hope you guys all have a good one.